Hello, this is Glowing Golem, and welcome back to episode 3 of Let's Play Minecraft 1.13, and I just broke the roof, apparently. Anyway, today, what I want to do is start working on my base, which means I need to dig out a massive area behind here, which is gonna get insane. So what I've done here is I have just quickly gone around the outside, making a massive circle, and you can see right down the end there, 75 blocks away is the other side. So this is a circle with a radius of 37 blocks, which doesn't seem like much, but it is massive. Originally I wanted to get a beacon before I dug this out. However, a beacon is a lot of effort. It would definitely be worth getting it, but I sort of want to start working on my base right now. And yeah, that means I pretty much have to dig this entire thing out without a beacon. So, after doing some calculations, I've figured out that I will need to mine 100,000 blocks, which will take approximately 11 hours, and that doesn't take into consideration the time that I need to spend to mend my pickaxes and all that. So what I'm gonna do is craft up a few more pickaxes and possibly put mending on them because I won't spend 11 hours straight just digging and repairing the pickaxes, so I'll have time to do an AFK fishing session where I can get some more mending books to put on some pickaxes, which I am about to craft. So here are some of the diamonds we got in the last episode. The first thing I want to get is a shovel, because I need a shovel for all the gravel and stuff, and I think I might just make 5 more pickaxes. Just bulk crafting diamond pickaxes, that's not something you do that often. Okay, so I've enchanted one of the pickaxes. I think that's all I'm going to do for now, and it has got pretty good enchants on it. It's got the Unbreaking 3 that I wanted and the Efficiency 4 that I wanted. Everything else other than that, I really don't care. Okay, so I've just dumped my stuff in the chest, and I'm just going to bring a pickaxe, or 2 pickaxes, a shovel, some food, and some torches in my offhand so I can see. And I'm just gonna start digging. Well, the digging is going quite well. I'm up to about the 12th layer. I'll show you that in a bit. But I've just been fishing for a while, and I didn't really get that much. I've filled this chest up. Yeah, well, I got no mending books, and I got about this many books times 2, so yeah, usually you'd get about 1 mending book, but I think because of all the new enchantments from the tridents, that has sort of made fishing a bit less easy to get mending. But anyway, I've filled up plenty of chests in here of bows and fishing rods. I really should combine some of these bows to make lots of good ones. And yeah, fish has now overflowed into this chest. Okay, so I've now slept, which means that this rain should clear, and also no phantoms should spawn, because I have been down there for way too long. But anyway, I have 49 levels, and what that means is this armor here can get a bit of an upgrade. So what I want to do is, with my boots, I want to, well, first of all, upgrade the protection, just like that. Then, let's see, feather falling, depth strider is more expensive, so I'll put that on, and then feather falling. And, okay, there we go, flippers. Yep, that's a great name. I now have 30 levels left, yay, okay. Diving mask. Great, my anvil broke. I might as well take this opportunity to show the progress So essentially this here is the 12th layer, so 12 layers down. And I'm just working on these 3 at the moment, and it's probably like 3/4 the way done, I think. I've also found so many mine shafts like this. I'm not sure if you can see anything. If I hold a book, no, that doesn't light anything up. But anyway, it just is 3 more layers down. So no, it's 4 layers, 4 more layers down. Okay. And then I get to open this up. Okay, so these last 2 are quite simple. There's just 2 enchantments, which will cost me 7. Anyway, I think it's about time to put these things back into my inventory. I've got a shovel. Oh yeah, also I enchanted some more pickaxes and stuff, so I've got my lucky pickaxe and I've also got my silky pickaxe. I've also got 2 other silkies. These don't have mending on them because I don't have any mending books. I was hoping I would get some so I could actually repair both of these, and then, yeah, well, 2 more would have been good so I could repair these and this one, and then maybe another one for this when I get to it, but I just need to wait for mending so I can get these 2 and repair them before I use them again, because, well, this one has a little bit left, but this one is pretty much done, and that's almost done. So anyway, back up here, it isn't actually that far now, and let's get back to digging. Six hours of AFK, and I get all this, all this, all this, all this, all that, and I get all of these books except the first row, and I only get 1 mending book. At least I got 1, I guess, but it's still not great. Well, I think I got like 3 or something from the first 2 hours of AFK fishing. Anyway, I've dug the base down 15 layers so far, which has taken 6 hours, which is the same amount of time that I've been fishing for. So I could have completed it in that time, but I've had other stuff to do. But anyway, what I want to do now, instead of digging down the last 10 layers, well, I have sort of dug down the last 10 layers, but only in this square here, because I'm gonna start by building something here. So, first of all, let's get this Silk Touch pickaxe mending, and I'll quickly go and repair these 2 in the farm, or the skeleton grinder. I also have this fully repaired one, but I probably don't need the other 2. Pickaxes have been repaired, and I have collected up some resources to start building. Okay, what is that doing there? What? It looks like a massive ice crystal just in the center or something. Okay. Well, no idea what that is. But seriously, it's probably really obvious what's just happened. I've just built this massive ice crystal. And yes, my base is going to be ice themed. And this here is the center point of it. This massive blue ice crystal. So this is essentially an entire inventory worth of packed ice. And that means it's like 9 entire inventories full of normal ice. Which essentially means to make this base I'll need a ice farm, which I will get onto a bit later. But my plans for this base are sort of massive. I have like heaps of plans, and then this Mushroom Island won't be touched for a while I build other things, and then I'll get back to the Mushroom Island later and build something. But my idea for this is it's sort of an underground, sort of safe house sort of thing for like an ice city, which is going to be built around the outside of the frozen ocean. That's what it's called. So essentially this ice crystal here, what it does is it pretty much expands out and freezes everything in the area, and it also stops mobs from spawning in this area, which the Mushroom Island does anyway, but just that's what this ice crystal does. So the base, it's gonna be like a massive archway here or something, so going from maybe this bit here over sort of to here, and that's going to be the entrance to this room here. Then there's also going to be another room here, another room here, and another room here. Then in the then there's going to be a sort of walkway around here with stairs leading down to the layer here. So essentially all these blocks are going to be removed, like another 10 layers down, and there's just going to be a walkway pretty much as wide as where the light comes to, just that much, and it's just going to be one block, and then it's going to go down. And I think I'll make it out of regular ice, so you'll be able to see through it to below, which will sort of be some houses or something like that. And also this ice crystal here, it has a tendency to sort of spread out and ridiculously freeze everything around it, so I will need to figure out some way to keep it contained just to this crystal and just keeping the area cold and not completely freezing it, because that would cause some problems if it just completely filled up with ice. I managed to find a shipwreck, so I might as well come in here and yeah. Coal, carrots, potato, wheat, rotten flesh, and poisonous potatoes. Well, I don't need the rotten flesh. Okay, then if I come through here, I think should be a chest somewhere. I think there should be one here. Yes, there is one there. And loot hasn't been generated yet. Okay, well, I'm gonna drown if I don't get out of here soon. And if I don't get above the ice. Okay, let's go back down and have a look. Yes, buried treasure maps, some books, some paper, and some feathers. Okay, this buried treasure map is what I wanted. So I'm just gonna take a quick sort of detour from finding the... or from going to finding a place to build the ice farm, because, well, I have actually found a place, but it's a few thousand blocks away, and I'm just gonna go there via the nether. So for now, what I'm doing is getting this map and pretty much just following it to the treasure. Okay, I found the chest, and yes! Heart of the Sea, exactly what I wanted. So I'm just gonna put the nether portal temporarily down here. So I guess just dig away these ones here. I'll just make it 3x3. 3x3 is it? Or is it 5x5 the... well, they're 3x3 portal. The blocks are sort of 5x5, not really, because the corners are missing, but anyway, let's go into the nether. Okay, so there is plenty of stuff here. There is a ghast right here who still hasn't seen me. And and got nothing from it. Okay. Well, the nether is ridiculously laggy. I think it's because 1.13 is just laggy in general. I need to figure out where I'm going and then go there. I finally made it after going random places in the nether. Well, not really random, but sort of out of the way, and I misplaced this. Luckily, I have a really powerful pickaxe that can destroy it really quickly. Anyway, I am just gonna, hi Pigman, you can have some of this netherrack here. Yep, Merry Christmas. Okay, now I'm gonna go through into the overworld where it's safe, I think. It might be nighttime. And here we are. So, one quick thing is I have changed the texture pack. I don't know why I didn't have this one on, but this is the new textures. I thought I don't know, some of the episodes I've had it on, some I haven't, because I've just been switching versions, and whenever you switch, it changes for some reason. Anyway, here is a place where I can just build an ice farm really easily. Like, just look at this. Straight away, I can get some ice, just like that. I've spent a little while building this farm, and then I realized that this isn't really big enough to make that much of a difference, and if I AFK in it, I'm just gonna go around, and get just a little bit of ice each time. Then I came over to this, and I noticed that there is a whole bunch of ice. I'll just turn the block sounds down while I do this. I noticed that there's a lot of ice over here. So I think what I might do is just expand this out and have some sort of refilling system so that once I get through all the ice, it refills, and then have a few blocks in the center so that it can spread quickly, and then I just mine some, AFK a bit, and then come back and it is ready to be harvested again. Okay, there we go. This is the ice farm, and there are a bunch of skeletons burning over there. Anyway, I just put a few blocks of this grass here in the middle just so the ice can start spreading from there as well to help speed up the process of it all freezing, spreading, all that. But anyway, I now have a pretty much entire inventory full of ice. I also have some compressed ice because I needed some way to transport it, and I'm going to use compressed ice anyway. But yeah, anyway, now I have this ice farm. I don't need to tear down the icebergs in the frozen ocean. But yeah, anyway, the next thing I want to do is get shulker boxes so I can transport them. And that is gonna be a challenge because I need to fight the Ender Dragon. Well, before I even fight the Ender Dragon, I need to find the stronghold and then get a bunch of Ender Pearls, fight a bunch of blazes, which should be easy because I know where a fortress is. But then I need to fight the dragon, then I need to go to an end city and fight some shulkers, and I will hopefully also get an elytra with that. So that will be in the next episode. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.